Good morning. Good morning. About to get into a Vinyasa Flow this morning. If you want to grab your mat, make yourself comfortable. Give you all a chance to sign in, get cozy. So finding connection with your breath. We'll get started in just a moment. So with the Vinyasa Flow, you're looking to move with intention. This is where the fire element comes in. Today's practice will be mainly based in fire element. There will be some aspects of earth element and water element, maybe even some air element if we decide to float off the ground in arm balancing and handstanding type of postures. But always be mindful of your limits. Don't do anything today that you'll regret tomorrow. So without further delay, let's begin. Starting off in Shavasana, legs extended long, arms to your sides and palms to the sky. Coming into a place of stillness, eyes gently closed. Begin your practice with a deep breath in through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Allowing the breath to return. Letting go of thoughts of past and future. Fully drawing yourself into the present moment. Observe the quality of your thoughts and of your breath. On your next inhale, invite small movements to the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling into the wrists and ankles, gently rocking the head from side to side. Allowing your movements to grow. Slowly reach your arms overhead, reaching your hands away from your feet away from your hands. Stretch through the full body. Lower the arms, bend the knees, place your feet flat to the floor, and gently rock the knees from side to side. Draw the knees into the chest, holding the knees with the hands. Create small circles clockwise and counterclockwise, making sure to roll in both directions. Coming to center, keeping your feet off the ground. Draw the knees and feet together. Arms are to your sides for stability. On the exhale, lower the legs to the right, stopping the legs from touching the floor, getting as close as possible. Inhale to draw the knees back up the center. Exhale to the left, flowing from side to side. Slowly coming up to center. Hold the legs and gently rock from side to side. Place your feet flat to the floor, directly underneath the knees and as wide as the hips. Should be able to touch your heels with the 3 middle fingers. On your exhale, press your feet, lift the hips high. Inhale, lowers the hips back down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lowers. Lower the hips back down. Draw the knees into the chest. Gently rock and roll forward and back. Trying to create momentum. Massaging the spine into the floor. You want to make sure that you're not directly rolling on the spine. You're on the erector spinae, the muscles along the side of the spine. You roll one side and then roll the opposite side. When you're ready, roll forward, cross legs, plant your hands. Try to lift the hips off the floor. And then slip the legs in between the arms. This can be quite challenging. Setting up into your tabletop, palms directly underneath the shoulders, knees under hips, flowing through the cat-cow. Inhale to roll the hips, the belly sinks. Pressure into the hands to open the heart and look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, head sinks between the arms. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. The next time the spine rounds out, that'll be the last time. Using an inhale to return to a neutral spine. Setting up for bird dog, inhale, reach the right hand out. If it's available, extend the left leg back. Reaching through fingertips and heel. Body centered on the mat. Exhale, lowers everything down. Inhale, reach opposite limbs away from one another. Exhale, lowers. Try to find stability through the core. Don't transfer your weight into the supporting knee. You want to transfer your weight into the supporting hand. Slowly coming back down. Walk your hands forward. Let the shoulders drift forward, straighten the hip into a modified plank pose. If you're feeling strong and stable, flip the toes and lift the knees for full plank pose. On your exhale, press into the thumb and pointer finger. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Find length through the spine from wrist to hip. Rib cage is tucked in, the head hangs. Soften the knees. Relax your ankles. Only straighten the knees as much as you can. That allows the spine to stay straight. If the spine rounds, you're lifting too high. Testing the distance between your hands and feet. On your inhale, float to plank. When the body's straight, the shoulders should be over your palms. Make the adjustments if you need to. Exhale, press into the hands, send the hips up and back. Down dog, find length through the spine. Try to keep that length through the spine. Inhale, float to plank. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Try to keep the head low. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs, flatten the spine, supporting on the shin. Roll through the hips, reach the ears to the front. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand tall, reach your hands high. Interlace the fingers. Exhale to open through the front body, taking a back bend. Inhale for length, exhale for depth. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, fold, hinging in the hip. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, ground your palms, step your feet back to plank, and lower through the downward push-up. Squeezing the elbows into the ribs, shoulders stay away from the ears. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest. Cobra pose, hips stay on the ground. Flip the toes, engage the pelvic floor. Exhale, press through the thumb and pointer fingers, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. On the exhale, step or maybe hop your feet up to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Reach your hands high. Exhale, open through the front body. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, ground your palms, step or hop your feet back to plank. Lower through the downward push-up. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest, cobra or up dog. Lifting hips and knees off the ground, arms are straight. Exhale the hips up and back down dog. Inhale, reach right foot high. Try to create a nice long line from wrist to ankle. Exhale, drive the knee to the chest as you float to plank. Inhale, reach the foot high. Exhale, knee to chest, float to plank. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to chest. Place the foot in between your hands. Press into the front foot, reach your hands high. Crescent lunge. Try to keep that back leg nice and engaged. Relax the shoulders, drop the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, press the palms, open the chest. If balance allows, gaze to the sky. Inhale, straighten the front leg, gaze forward. Exhale to hinge forward, rolling belly to thigh, chest to knee, head to shin. Balancing pyramid pose. If you're too unstable, release your hands and support yourself on the ground or on your leg. Exhale, release the hands, bend the front knee, placing your hands to the floor. Transfer your weight into the left hand, step the right foot back, reaching the right hand high, moving into side plank. Exhale, lowers the right hand. Flow through the vinyasa. All meeting in down dog. Inhale, reach left foot high. Exhale, knee to chest, float to plank. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to chest. Place your foot in between the hands. Press into the foot, reach your hands high. Crescent lunge. Relax the shoulders, drop your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers or palms on hips. Inhale, press, open the chest. If balance allows, gaze to the sky. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale to spill forward, rolling belly to thigh, chest to knee, head to shin. Floating pyramid pose. Ground your hands if you need to for more stability. Maybe on blocks or on your leg. Exhale, release the hands, bend the front knee. Placing the palms to the floor. Transfer your weight to the right hand. Step the left foot back and reach the left hand high. Side plank. If side plank is too challenging for you, drop the bottom knee, in this case the right knee, to the floor. Exhale, lowers the left hand. Flow through the vinyasa. Exhale, step or hop the feet up to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach your hands high. Exhale, open through the front body. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Sink your hips down and back, chair pose. Try to keep a nice tall spine. Inhale, stand tall, reach your hands high. Lift the heels off the floor. Exhale, hands to heart. Sink your hips to your heels for balancing squat. If you have knee issues, try to keep your feet flat to the floor and squat down into chair pose. Whether you're in floating squat or in chair pose, deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Try to keep length through the spine, no rounding through the spine in whichever posture. If you're in chair pose and you're hooking your arm, I don't want you to do that. Find the contraction through the core. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. If you're in your floating squat, you're trying to keep the legs parallel to one another. Don't let one knee drop. Inhale, back to center. Inhale, stand tall. Reach your hands high. Exhale, hands to heart. Ground your feet. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground your palms. Neither step, hop, or crow pose your way back to plank, pausing in whichever posture that's most suitable for you, whether it's modified plank, full plank, or maybe crow. In this case, crane, because my elbows are bent. Try to find length through the spine. When you can no longer maintain proper form, drop down to the knee, send your hips to your feet, child's pose. Slow, calm, deep breath deep into the belly. If you need more time in child's pose, take the time you need. If you're ready, inhale slowly lifts you up into your tabletop. Going through a few cat-cows, inhale, roll the hips, belly sinks, open the heart and look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, head sinks. The next time the spine rounds out, that'll be the last time. Inhale to a neutral spine. Moving into bear pose, flip the toes underneath your feet. Exhale, press into the hands, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your exhale, walk your feet to the outside of the hands. Semi-wide leg forward fold. Trying to get your hands to the floor. If you can't get your hands to the ground, you're using blocks. Either one block underneath both hands or one block underneath each hand. Finding whichever depth is appropriate for you. You're trying to keep your heels grounded. Exhale, sink your hips in between your feet. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale to sink. Inhale to lift. On your next exhale, pausing at the bottom. If you're all the way down, place your elbow to the inside of the knee. Draw your hands to your heart for a hip opener into low squat. If you're using blocks, you're trying to relax to let the hips sink down further. Be mindful of your depth. On your inhale, stand tall. Reach your hands high, reaching your hands up and away from one another. Opening the heart, standing star pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Shift your weight to the right foot. Draw the left foot in for tree pose. Either resting the ball of the foot on the floor or lifting the foot up to the calf, maybe all the way to the inner thigh. If you have a more advanced practice, you can start working on your bind. You're grabbing the foot with the opposite hand, placing the blade of the foot on the inguinal fold. That's where the hip meets the leg. You let the knee drop open, and the left arm goes behind your back with the attempt of grabbing your foot. If you cannot grab your foot, you hold your forearm. Slowly point the knee towards the front. Extend the leg long. Exhale, lowers the foot down. Feet nice and wide. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, sink your hips in between your feet. Trying to sink down into a low squat. Try to relax the lower back, the hips, and the legs. Inhale, stand tall. Reach your hands high. Up and away from one another. Exhale, hands to heart. Shift your weight to the left foot. Draw the right foot in. Moving into tree pose on the opposite side. Finding whichever depth is appropriate for you. Nice tall spine. Slow, calm, deep breath. Sink into your drishti, your focus point. Something on the ground or on a wall. Something that's not moving that you can set your gaze onto and let the gaze get blurry. Slowly point the knee towards the front. Extend the leg long. Exhale, lowers the foot down. Feet hip width. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground your palms. Step or hop your feet back to plank, or maybe float or crow pose your way back to plank. For a float, you can start in crow. You need a certain level of strength and balance. Once you find your balance, draw in through the core and try to shoot your legs back slowly. Drop down to the knees and make your way into a seated position. Knees bent, draw your knees underneath, lengthen through the spine with the inhale. Exhale, roll the shoulders back, opening the chest, and let the weight of the torso hover your feet off the floor. Maybe lifting the shins parallel to the ground, or even straightening the knees. Whatever's most appropriate for you. You want to keep a nice tall spine, chest lifted. If you want to take it a bit further, you can try to extend the arms, building the side of your boat. Exhale, slowly lowers everything down. Hands behind you, fingers facing forward, feet hip width apart. Deep breath in. On your exhale, press into your hands and feet, lifting your hips high. Reverse plank. Reverse table. Reverse plank would be extending the legs. This is quite a bit more challenging. Be mindful of your depth. On your exhale, lower the hips to the floor. Gently rock the knees from side to side. Slowly coming to center. Sitting nice and tall, extend the left leg long. Draw the right foot to the inner thigh and let the knee drop open. Inhale, reach both hands high. Exhale to roll forward, rolling belly to thigh, chest to knee, head to shin. Reaching for your foot in a single leg forward fold. Inhale, slowly coming back up. Draw the right knee up. Place the foot to the outside of the leg. Moving into our seated twist. Left hand holds the knee or wrap the arm around the knee. Right hand behind the back. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to twist. Looking over the right shoulder. You can get deeper by placing your hand to the floor, trying to press that leg over. Inhale, slowly coming back out. Uncross the leg. Extend it long. Draw the left foot in. Let the knee drop open. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale to spill forward. Rolling belly to thigh, chest to knee, head to shin. Single leg forward fold. Inhale, slowly draws you back up. Draw the knee up to center. Right hand holds the knee or wrap the arm around the knee. Left hand behind the back. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist, looking over the right shoulder. You want to get even deeper, place the whole elbow or back of the arm to the outside of the left knee. Inhale to slowly come back out. Extend both legs long and slide yourself down to the edge of the mat if you're not there. Moving into one of my favorite postures, caterpillar pose. Drawing the toes lengthen through the spine. Exhale to tuck the chin. Lean the body forward. When you're as far forward as you can get, round the spine, trying to draw the forehead to the knees or belly button. A full spinal stretch. Having the chin tucked in is one of the most important aspects of this posture. If you want to get deeper, lift the arms, adding gravity into the shoulders, or interlacing the fingers, draping the hands on the back of the head, and slowly surrendering the weight of the arms to the head. Inhale to unravel the spine. Exhale to roll to your back, moving nice and slow. May need to support underneath the leg. You can float your hands or float your hands and feet. You want to have full control all the way down. Once fully laying down, bend your knees, place your feet flat to the ground. Moving into figure 4, drape the right ankle over top of the left knee. You can go deeper by pressing the right hand to the right thigh and even drawing the left foot in closer, or even lifting the heel. Go deeper, both hands reach behind the left thigh. You pull the left knee in tight. Try to relax through the right hip as much as you can. If you have greater flexibility, you can reach to the front of the shin. Or even pulling the right heel down. Slow, calm, deep breath, letting go of tension on your exhale. Slowly and gently releasing the legs, uncross the ankle. Moving to the opposite side, left ankle over top of the right knee. Maybe pressing the left hand to the left thigh, drawing the right foot in closer and lifting the heel, or reaching both hands behind the right thigh or to the front of the shin. Pull the right knee in tight. Relax through the left hip, letting go of tension with your exhale. Slowly and gently releasing the legs. Uncross the ankle. Rocking the knees from side to side. Moving into a side opener. Let the right knee drop open and slide the right foot underneath the left leg. Left hand reaches down, grabbing your right foot. You may need to lean your torso over to the left to grab your foot, and that's perfectly fine. That's what you're looking for. You want to open through the right side of the body. And this may be as deep as you want to get. If you want to get just a tiny bit deeper, reach your right arm overhead, trying to keep the shoulder and elbow to the floor. If you have a restriction in the shoulder, your arm may be floating. If this causes any type of discomfort in the shoulder, use a block. Support that shoulder. A towel will do as well. If you want to get further, use your head, walk your shoulders further to the left, creating a deeper C shape through the spine. If you feel like you need a deeper stretch through the leg, you're trying to walk your foot closer to the left side of your mat. Slowly and gently lower the right arm, release the right foot, placing it flat to the floor, and slide your torso back to center. Moving to the opposite side, let the left knee drop open, slide the left foot underneath the right leg, right hand reaches down for the left foot. If you want, reaching the left arm overhead, and even using your head to walk your shoulders further to the right, creating that deeper C shape through the spine. Use your to let go of tension. Coming out of the posture, lower the left arm, release the left leg. Place your foot flat to the floor and slide your torso back to center. Draw your knees into the chest, reach your hands in between the knees, grabbing the shin, allow the legs to drop open like a book. You can stay here or maybe slide your hands down to the ankles to get deeper into the posture. If you want to go even deeper, moving towards happy baby, open the soles of the feet to the sky. You can reach up and grab the outside blade of the foot, or if this is too deep, if your spine is digging into the ground, switch your grip. Peace fingers to the big toe. If you find that your spine is still digging into the ground, grab your ankles. You're trying to relax through the hips and through the knees. Slowly and gently releasing the legs, holding the knees, rocking from side to side or creating small circles. Take whatever final adjustments you need. Prep yourself for your final resting pose, making your way either into Shavasana or into a seated position to end with a seated meditation. If there's another posture that's calling your name, you're more than welcome to move into it, whether it's supported bridge or supported fish, maybe legs up the wall, or even a child's pose. One settled, eyes gently closed. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Sink into the present moment. Become aware of body, of breath, and emotion. Send your breath to where the body holds negative emotion, tightness, pain. Use your exhales to let it go. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Invite small movements to the body. Wiggling fingers and toes. Rolling into the wrists, the ankles, and gently rocking the head from side to side. Allowing your movements to grow. Maybe slowly reaching your hands and feet away from one another, stretching through the full body. Maybe placing your feet flat to the ground, knees bent, and rocking the knees from side to side. Maybe even pulling your knees into the chest, creating small circles, clockwise and counterclockwise. Slowly and gently letting your knees roll to one side and pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Taking these last few moments in stillness for our practice of gratitude, finding that one thing to be grateful for, no matter how big or small. And always keeping in mind that you want to draw gratitude into the heart. You want to feel gratitude, not just think it. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, hands to heart. With love and gratitude, I thank you all for your practice. It's always an honor and privilege to lead you through your practice. From my heart and home to yours, Namaste. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day and weekend. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Take care, guys.